remember being in the parking lot that day and having this realization, not really fully understanding what had all transpired that morning, but knowing that someone who shouldn't have been able to was able to get into our school with a gun and start attacking people. And that was all I needed to know that we hadn't made the progress that I thought that we had made over the decades in making sure that our schools were safe, and that our kids could be safe inside and out. The genesis of our organization is in tragedy, but we feel that we've found a way to put our pain to purpose by helping to teach others what we learned firsthand and to think ahead, to find all kinds of different ways to pitch in. It's just too big nowadays for us to plant school safety on one person's shoulders, right? We can't expect that the police are going to be able to handle this entirely, that mental health professionals are going to be able to handle this entirely, that teachers will, that parents will. It's really about coming together around it and each of us finding a way to pitch in and help. So, in doing so, it becomes less overwhelming. It becomes something we can manage together and something that we can really all participate in together. So we assess first, then we develop a plan of action, and then we audit it. We just test and check it, see how it's going and what kind of adjustments we need to make. So simplifying something that seems so big and so complicated is a really important piece of the puzzle and the process. And then in that way, schools can decide, okay, what can we bite off this year? Do we need to seriously look at increasing our mental health professionals in the school? Do we need to be looking at an anti-bullying program? Do we need to be looking at social emotional learning? What types of procedures or policies are missing? What kinds of things can we be practicing? So when we first founded the organization, we were actually kind of surprised and taken aback. We just came out with our mission and a landing page, and the first people to come knocking at the door were students. High school students first, middle school students then started to find us and say, well, it's great, we're behind this, but where's the stuff for us? Working with some of those students across the country, we developed our first student program, which was the Safe and Sound Youth Council program. That's developed into a national ambassador program where we have representatives across the country. There are students that help represent us, that help us in the creation of materials. It's been really exciting to see the shoulders soften a little bit, to see that people begin to feel like they do have some power and begin to see how quickly things turn around, how quickly the climate changes when people feel that they have the knowledge they need, that they know what kind of resources are available to them, that they have figured out what they need and now they know where to go get it and bring it into their school community.